Hello everybody. So we're going to talk about something today that Ford released a couple weeks ago, that they are no longer making cars. Totally eliminating their whole lineup. Taurus, Focus, Fiesta, of course, and then the Fusion, which I think is a huge mistake. What do you think, buddy?
Yep.
Is that a mistake?
My name is Evan. Yep, that's a big mistake. They should buy every car.
They should just keep building every car, you think?
Uh-huh.
Just wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. Yeah, it just kind of sucks. I'm a little biased though. I have a Ford Focus ST. Corey's got a Ford Fusion 2.0 all-wheel drive, and he's not even a Ford guy, and he loves that car. So I don't know what they're thinking. No idea who's making the decision. You know, me being an employee of a Ford dealership, I did watch part of like the release to the dealers.
And he works there.
Yeah, and I worked there. Kind of just to sum it up, what I watched
And he's doing it.
was that, you know, they kind of cut it into sections. Are you concerned? Don't be concerned about your customers, but, you know, just take care of them this way, push them into other cars. Pretty.
What they want.
Well, yeah, but what happens if they want a Ford Fusion and then
We tell them we don't have them.
what if they go down the road and buy from like Honda? What if they do that? Then we lost a sale.
Yep.
Well, they're keeping the Mustang. Just kind of to sum it up, I mean, what they said is just you know, concerns about their customers coming in and wanting, you know, a certain type of vehicle. And I understand, you know, the SUV market's growing, the gas mileage is better, and the SUV market with the Escape, you know, even the Explorer with the 2.3 EcoBoost, and then they came up with the EcoSport. I think that's how they pronounce it, the EcoSport.
Yep.
You know, they do give, you know, better gas mileage. So I just don't understand, you know, their sales drop across the board with the whole line, 7%. I don't know what it was. Taurus was the most, I believe. I think it was like 7% year over year. And the police departments aren't really buying them as much as they used to, because they're just going to the Explorers or the Sport Utilities or whatever. I think Interceptor, Utility Interceptor. That's what it's called. So I get that. But, you know, there's a lot of guys out there that love their Fusions, they love their Tauruses. I mean, even Dodge, or Chrysler, I should say, Fiat, when they got rid of the 200 and the Dart, you know, I was kind of shocked. I was like, well, aren't they supposed to meet a certain mileage, you know, miles per gallon, like by 2020 or 2023, whatever it was. And we got rid of them. And I got two loaners, well, actually three Chrysler 200s in my loaner fleet for the body shop that I work at. And every time I give them out to people, you know, especially I got two 15s and a 13, and especially the 15s, I give them out, and people just love those cars. You know, there's some that are like, cars, pickup trucks and SUV, but the majority of the people, they love those cars. They ride nice. I just gave one of the 200s, the 15s, to a customer that we worked on his Ford Fusion, and he said the Chrysler 200 was such a nice riding car, and not only that, it had the 2.4 multi-air in it, and he said he was getting 42 miles to the gallon. That's pretty impressive. I mean, it's got that 9-speed, you know, so it helps, you know, to have that many gears, but, you know, totally, you know, give up on a line of a certain style car, or vehicle, I should say, just doesn't, it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, what do you think, Evan? What if they got rid of your favorite car? What would happen?
Just see if I can find another.
So you go down the road and buy something else, and you wouldn't buy a Ford because they don't have it.
Yeah.
So, Evan, how old are you?
6.
6 years old. Already has it. You'd go down the road and buy one. that somebody does have. So, that being said, same kind, but try to get a different color?
Yeah.
But same style car, right?
Yeah, and same kind.
Oh, okay. So,
The Lamborghini, I'm not getting a Lamborghini.
you're not going to get a Lamborghini?
But I will get a rattlesnake.
You mean a Super Snake? Okay. I mean, just that being said, what do you guys think? I'm at a loss for what to think. I mean, I've seen it before. I was just talking to Aaron about this today. He said, you know, when they got rid of the Ranger back in 2011, they came out with a statement, oh, you know, the Ranger, since we're discontinuing that, we'll just push the people into F-150s, and that'll be good enough for them, you know. They don't need a small truck, which at the time made sense. I mean, made perfect sense at that specific time. You know, they didn't develop anything new for the Ranger for the U.S. market, so safety standards and all that were not up to par with the U.S. market, and they got rid of it. So the people that had the Rangers, and I think they even did a big rebate. If you were trading in a Ranger, you got an extra $1,000. Aaron might be able to contest to that, but I think you got an extra $1,000 to trade in. He wants $1,000 too.
No, 3,000.
3,000.
No, 100,000.
Well, I want that too. But you know, you just think of it like, okay, you know, there are incentives there, trade in the F-150s. Well, these guys that bought these F-150s, they're so used to the Ranger. They don't want the big size, you know, the big full size truck. They don't like it. They can't park it. They can't, you know. And I get it. They were getting with the EcoBoost and the 5.0, they were getting the same mileage as the outgoing Ranger in 2011. You know that, you know, and if people weren't buying the F-150, they were just going to go to a different, smaller truck. A lot of people went to the Tacomas. So, I mean, history usually repeats itself. I don't know if it'll happen. I get it. Innovative. This is what we want to do. Let's do it. And that's what they did with the EcoBoost engines. This is what we want to do. It's going to be good. Trust us. I don't know if I can trust you on this one, Ford. Me having a Ford Focus, I had 2 of them. And now it's like, well, I'd love to trade mine in again, but what am I going to do? I mean, I'd love to get a Mustang, but I'm not going to get an EcoBoost Mustang. If I'm going to get a Mustang, it's going to be a 5-liter. The only way I'd ever get an EcoBoost Mustang is if it was really cheap, like close to $20,000. I just want to know your comments. I mean, is Ford making a mistake? You know, is history going to repeat itself? And they're going to bring back the cars, you know, 4 or 5 years later? I don't know. I mean, gas right now is already over, I think it's like at $2.99 in my area, up in Wisconsin, up north. So, and premiums, I think darn near 4 at, I think it's like 60 or 80 cents more. Triggered. I bought the Focus ST because it was, you know, stick shift, turbocharged, and fun to drive. Fun daily driver. I mean, I love that car. And every day I drive it, it's like, oh, yeah, this is the reason why I bought this car. So, but yeah, what the heck, Ford? I guess we're just gonna have to see what you're gonna do. If gas gets, you know, over $4 a gallon, you might have to rethink the whole. Get rid of cars, get rid of, I mean, you got to have something that gets 40 plus miles a gallon. I don't know.
It doesn't matter how many chores you have.
It doesn't matter how many chores you have. The EcoSport, I don't know if it's going to get 40. I don't know. We'll have to see, but, you know, maybe go down the road and buy a Subaru Impreza or a BRZ or somewhere, you know, in that mid $20,000 to $30,000 range. And yeah, I'm sure you can find a 5.0 Mustang leftover for around 32. Just to let us know what you think. Subscribe, comment below. I want to hear what you guys think. You know, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to comment. Let's get some traffic going. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button.
Have a great day. You will see.
Tomorrow, I'm going to start tearing into this Suzuki DR200, clean the carb out and all that. So hopefully I can get it. We might, if I can get it running. Yeah. We got to put a battery in it though. So, but thanks for watching. I'm gonna actually take the Firebird out. We're gonna take this car tonight. What do you think? Should we take the Firebird?
Yeah. Then I'm riding with you.
Sounds good.
Bye. Have a good night and day.
Nice.
And tomorrow, if you are a kid.
Thanks for watching.